Good morning, children. Welcome to the online session of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. I'm Seema Miss here today with your lesson voice, which your Nida ma'am has done. I'll explain to you in a much simpler way for your better understanding, children. Now, when you read about participle and that and this and all so many things, you are all confused sometimes. So, for a better, simpler understanding, I'll explain to you in a very simple way. Now, suppose you are all going for a picnic. The school has arranged the picnic, and you are going and telling all these things. When you came to school, you have known everything, what is happening in the school, how they have arranged it. So you want to go and tell somebody else. That is, go home or your neighbor friend, a friend in your neighborhood. You're going and telling what is happening in the school. So how will you say about the school? The school has made arrangements for a picnic for class 6, first you tell. The parents have been informed, all the parents have been informed, you see, about the date and venue, the place. The students have registered, all the students have registered, who all are coming, no, they have registered, they are giving their names for the picnic. The names have been taken down. The names have been taken down by the prefect or the class monitor. Then the children have been told that they should bring water bottles for drinking water and all those things. The school will provide the meals. They said the meals will be provided by the school. Then 6 teachers will be accompanying the children. It says 6 teachers are going to accompany the children. Then the children have been told to stay away from the lake. And the children have been told to stay away. These all things you're telling your friend, someone in the neighborhood. What all information you have got. So when you say these things, it is like you're telling the third person, your friend, or someone who's studying in another school. You're telling what all arrangement, what all the things I've done for the picnic, what information you have got. You're telling somebody. It becomes a passive voice, children. Did you get it? And what is straight away said, it is the active voice. Did you get it? You have to only think like that. Now, this is exercise C, page number 96, which I read out. You read it, find out what all things I've done for the picnic, how you will tell your friend reading that sentence. The school dash arrangements for a picnic for class 6. The school has made arrangements. They have made arrangement. The parents have been informed. You're going and telling your friend, your parents have been informed. The students have registered, all the students have registered their names for the picnic. Then you say, the names have been taken down by the class prefect. Then the children have been told to bring water bottles. Then the school will provide the meals. And the 6 teachers will be accompanying the children. You're telling somebody else, no? The children have been told to stay away from the lake in the picnic spot. The principal has asked the teachers to be alert. And the children will board the bus from the school at 9 o'clock in the morning. So when you're telling somebody, it becomes a passive voice. Did you get it? So what is said straight away is called the active voice. Like Sudha writes a letter. Sudha writes a letter. Sudha is writing a letter. Sudha has been writing a letter. A simple way. Present tense. A present tense. Sudha writes a letter. Sudha is writing a letter. You're telling somebody just when it is happening. Sudha is writing a letter. Sudha writes a letter. So it's all called active voice. But when you're telling, go home and you tell, it becomes a passive voice. Did you get it? You're telling somebody else, it becomes a passive voice. So all you have to think what is passive and active in it. Now, this is all about exercise C, which I discussed with you. Now, let's discuss the exercise of F. Now, write the page number 100. Let's take to page number 100 and discuss about that exercise. Now, write these sentences in the active voice. You're supposed to write. They'll give you in passive voice. You have to write it. The passengers were asked by the guard to stand behind the line. The passengers are people who are traveling by train. They were asked to stand behind the guard. There's a guard there, and behind him in a line. So this is being said to the third person. So the guard asks who said this? The guard asks the passengers to stand behind the line. The guard asks the passengers to stand behind the line. That moment, what was said? The guard asks the passengers to stand behind the line. So when you're going and reaching home and telling your parents, you'll take it like that. But the passengers were asked to stand by the guard to stand behind the line. Did you get it? So, like this is when you. So it is in passive voice given. You have to make it in active voice, as though it's happening now, at the moment when you're saying it and you're telling it. Now, 3 goals were scored by Ashna in the match against Bharatiya High School. So 3 goals were scored and all when she was playing hockey or football or something. And you are going to tell it when it is happening. You say Ashna scored 3 goals in the match against Bharatiya High School. Ashna scored 3 goals straight away when you're telling. That moment when you're telling. But when you tell later on to somebody, you say 3 goals were scored by Ashna. Did you get it? So when it is in the third person form, you have to make it in the first person form. It becomes the active voice. First person is I am telling. Now what I told, somebody else goes and tells another person, it becomes a third person. Did you get it? So try to understand in this form and do all the exercises. F and G. Rewrite this in the passive voice is given. Now here it is given Leela, Shika, Vinay and Puru planned a camping trip. So this is what is happening there. And you're telling a camping trip was planned. You just say a camping trip was planned. By whom you needn't write. That will come later. So the subject is who's telling that. That who has done it. These 3 children, Leela, Shika and Vinay and Puru have planned a picnic, a trip. So when it's said, you'll say a trip, a campaign trip was planned. Then if I'll ask you by whom, then you'll say by Leela, Shika and all. That you needn't say. So by comes later. The subject comes in the end. Now, Seema Miss is teaching English. It is in the present tense. It is in the simple active voice. Now, Seema Miss was teaching English to us. When you're saying like that to third person, Seema Miss was teaching English at that time. So when was teaching, you say it becomes a passive voice to third person. You're not seeing at the present time, you're not seeing it, telling it after some time. Or later you tell to a third person, to another person, what you saw, it becomes a passive voice. So only thing you have to remember like this and try to solve with children, it becomes easy with you. Thank you for today. Have a nice day.